Sean Meyers now joined by John Giannikas, the head coach of the Penn-Trafford girls, who had a record-setting season, a perfect 22-0 heading into the postseason bracket in Class 5A. And John, first off, congrats. I know that is not maybe the ultimate goal, but it's an incredible accomplishment to go undefeated through a regular season. Very few teams ever get to say that. How important was it, and what did it mean to win that final game at Upper St. Clair to secure the perfect regular season?
I appreciate it. Honestly, we just would take things one game at a time. But when it got to that last game, I think it meant a lot to those kids. And you kind of saw the emotion after the game and the way they won it. I mean, Upper St. Clair is really good. It's to go up there and win. It was special. I think it's something I was going to remember. But it was definitely emotional, and they earned it. And they've done a great job staying humble and just get them ready for the playoffs. It's how you have to kind of do it, just one game at a time, and that's what they've been doing all season. And we've just been fortunate enough to find a way to win all those games.
At what point did you or the players start thinking about the potential of going undefeated, and did it ever become kind of burdensome because of the pressure?
Honestly, it never became burdensome for pressure because we never talked about it. The only time we talked about it was before going to play for St. Clair, and that was because it was our next game, and we knew if we won, we would be undefeated. But we also wanted to win it to, get us ready for the playoffs, and hopefully we thought it would help our seeding. That was the main things. But that's the only time it was talked about was before that game, because it was the last game, and it was something we could talk about because it was set up for it. But never before that, no.
So I know you've had a very competitive program for years and years. You're usually not just in the playoffs, but a team that always is a threat in the playoffs. But to take this step to an even higher level, what stood out about this year's version of the Warriors?
I would say, we find ways to win games differently. We can win it if we want to push the pace, but if teams want to slow it down, we find a way to win it that way. And that's going to help us for playoffs. Sometimes you have to win in the playoffs in a style that you're usually not accustomed to. But another thing that stuck out, I thought this year our depth was the probably the best amount of depth we've had in years. And that definitely helped win us all those games, because there's games when your main guys are off. And when that happens in the past, you don't have that depth to pick them up, you're probably going to drop that game or two. And this year when that happened, we would just bring kids off the bench that would just pick them up, and we would just keep that pace and keep on rolling like we were. So the depth is something special this year, and it's a good feeling for all those kids that they know they've contributed. And even goes down the JV team, getting them ready from practice and being the scout team. It's a total team effort, and our staff's been great. Our assistants, they're amazing people, amazing coaches. So just been a total team effort.
So the undefeated record, with that comes a section title. And yet in this stacked 5A classification, you get the number 3 seed. I think it's fair to say you couldn't have really done much more to help your case, but South Fayette and Peters Township are unbelievable teams as well. So what was your anticipation and then your reaction when the bracket did come out that had you number 3 going against 14-seeded Plum?
Like we've been saying all year how stacked 5A is. So whoever wins is going to have to really earn it. I wasn't too surprised they put us there. I mean, you saw all year that, people talked about Peters and South Fayette all year. We were kind of under the radar, and not till recently, maybe towards the middle of the year, end of the year, people start talking about us a little bit because of our record. But, was I surprised? No. So it was nothing that shocked us, but, I thought maybe we can get a little bit higher. I mean, to go undefeated with our with our schedule, the teams that we beat, the top 3 teams of 6A, we played all of them. Franklin Regional won their section. Baldwin's a playoff team, and we found a way to win those games. So, but playing those teams, basically the main thing, playing those teams gets us ready for the playoffs. As far as the seeding goes, that's above my pay grade, and we'll just keep on grinding and see what happens in the playoffs.
Correct me if I'm wrong. When you won your WPIAL title about a decade ago, you weren't a top seed. I think, what were you, maybe 7th when you went to that championship?
Yeah, we were 7th seed. We knew we were good enough to win, even though we were 7th seed. So, we had a with a lot of really good basketball players back then, and we knew we could ride them to the finals. And right now, we're just going to take it. Like I said, we think we have a good team here, but one game at a time. It's a tough road to get to the finals in this year's 5A. There's so many good teams and so much talent, so many great coaches, and honestly, when you win at the end there, it's going to be earned for sure.
Talk about your opponent, 14-seeded Plum, a team that you faced in the regular season.
Yeah, it's not, like I said the other day, it's not easy to play a team, 2 times in that quick of a time slot like we're playing Plum. They got kids that can shoot. They got kids that can get out and run. Coach Maul does a great job with those guys. So we know it's going to be. I know it's a home game, but that playoff time, I think we can beat anybody, and we know it's going to be a tough battle. And we're just trying to do our best to get ready for them and see what we can do. But they definitely have. We beat them earlier, but since that game, they played so much better, and they've shown that they're ready to go for the playoffs themselves.
Lastly, you've been through the postseason. You know what to expect, but I'd imagine it'll be a little different this year because we see that sling there. How much does that impact your routine and your comfort level heading into a game?
I'm just hoping to get clear to get back soon. I haven't been to practice. I just communicate through text with the coaches before and after practice, so hopefully I get clear to get back and try not to mess things up too much because they're doing a great job without me there. So but it'd be nice to get back soon. But so hopefully get cleared soon. I don't know if it'll be before this Friday's game or hopefully before before that game. But there's no guarantees. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, it's a little different. Like I watched the Upper St. Clair game way in the stands up there. It was as a fan, so it's a little bit different, but it was also fun.
Well, John, first off, hope you get well soon. We're certainly hoping to see you back on the bench as soon as possible. And congrats on the terrific accomplishment and undefeated regular season. Good luck in the postseason as well.
I appreciate it, man. Have a good day.